Had the idea for their company while sophomores at Stanford University, and today they're launching a digital shopping platform. It is called Phia to the public. It's backed by some big-name angel investors and advisors, including Kris Jenner and Spanx founder Sarah Blakely. And joining us right now, first on CNBC, is Phoebe Gates and Sophia Akiani, co-founders of Phia. They are also the co-hosts of the Burnouts. It's a new podcast. It's part of Alex Cooper's Unwell Network, and we're thrilled to have them on the broadcast this morning. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
So you basically launched, by the way, we should say, you did it sort of the opposite way. A lot of people start a company, then maybe they do a podcast. You did the podcast and the company almost at the same time. But Phoebe, I'll start with you. First of all, I should say, and you should stand on your own here, but it's also, people are going to know, your last name is Gates. You are the daughter of Bill Gates. Tell us about this company. You have a lot, big shoes to fill, because a lot of people are watching what you're doing here.
100%. I think for us, really, me and Sophia met in college, and really a focus for us was we were young girls who were shopping all the time, and we wanted to get the best price in one click. And that is what we've created, is a tool where as you're shopping, we're going to show up instantly to provide you the alternative for any item you're looking at, discounted across resale sites. We're going to show you if it's discounted across other sites. And that's really what we're building, is trying to build an intelligent shopping agent for all women who, like us, want to shop better.
And let me just ask, when you were thinking about this, because I was listening to the podcast, you talked to your parents, both of them, about this. Did they help you with this idea? Did they not help you with this? What was the encouraging, not encouraging?
My parents were super encouraging. I think a really important thing for them was for us to, really stand on our own, and frankly, to have Phia as its product stand on its own as well. So it's really important for us to go out and raise our own funding to secure that ourselves. And when my parents gave great advice, it was really important for us to really build a product that resonated with consumers. And time again, we found that, consumers, when they're shopping, really just want the best deal, and they want guidance on whether they're getting the best deal or not as they're shopping. And so that was a real focus for us. And so making sure that the product itself could stand on its own.
So, Sophia, explain this piece of it to me. It will tell you whether you should buy a new version of the item versus tell you whether it's a better deal to buy a used version of the item?
Absolutely. So I can walk you through an example, but the way that Phia works is essentially, say that you were looking at a $500 bag on a shopping website on your phone. So you're on Safari, you're scrolling on this site, you see this bag, and you think, wow, $500 is a lot of money. You click the Phia Should I Buy This button. So Phia is a mobile browser extension that shows up while you're shopping, and then it instantly gives you these pricing insights where it explains this price is low, typical, or it's high, and we tell you if there's lower prices available. So let's say in that case it told you that there was lower prices found, like you see in the screen, then it would basically say the price was high and that you could find the same item up to 75% off cheaper, primarily on the secondary market. So it's very similar if you think of what the flight industry has done, like Google Flights, Booking.com, Kayak, what they've done to aggregate flights and to make sure you can get the best price. We really want to do that for fashion.
Hey, guys, I've got daughters who are not a lot younger than you two, and I will say the whole trend to shopping in thrift stores and trying to find quality products for cheaper, that's been a huge deal for them, the consignment shops and other things, and I know that's a really big deal on this. How difficult was it to get all of these different companies to sign up, the places like an eBay where you would find cheaper prices? How hard was it to cut some of those deals?
I think really for us,
a win-win for everyone, because for us, when we went and approached and pitched these partners, it was really with this vision that shopping secondhand doesn't need to be difficult. People can continue to shop the way that they always have. They can continue to scroll and browse on retail sites, and then we instantly can redivert that purchase into a secondhand purchase if there is a better price available. And so we really pitched it that way to the secondhand websites, and we now have over 150 partners, everyone from The RealReal to Poshmark to eBay, who have signed on to partner with us on this product, which I think really speaks to just how excited we are to create this solution that helps people save time, save money, and to instantly find the best secondhand items in one click.
Phoebe, I guess the big question, though, is the technology, because it has to be great technology that's going to be able to crawl the web. Who did the technology for you guys?
100%. So a really important thing that me and Phia focused on, especially being at Stanford, was our own personal networks. We started building some of the engineering ourselves and then quickly brought on a team. We have 4 full-time engineers now. So we built a proprietary image ranking and text ranking algorithm to always find and essentially pull for you the best deal as you're shopping.
And Phoebe, I was going to ask, how global is the ambition with this? Right now, I imagine, is it working just for the U.S.?
So we work internationally. Currently, we're really focused in terms of our marketing efforts, particularly on the U.S. and Europe, where we see the secondhand market really taking off and skyrocketing. But our tool, because we're a digital fashion platform, we work globally. And
go back to the podcast for a second, because I'm fascinated by that and what Alex Cooper's doing with Unwell. The decision to do you launched the podcast effectively before this in some ways. What was the thinking in terms of that, and how do you think these two things interrelate to the extent that they do?
Yeah, so the real reason we wanted to do the podcast was that we feel incredibly fortunate that we have these incredible people like Kris Jenner and Sarah Blakely, who are investors and advisors in Phia, and just an incredible network of mentors. And we really wanted to open source these learnings. I mean, quite frankly, me and Phoebe are 22, 23. We're at the very beginning of our entrepreneurship journey, and we're learning from these incredible industry experts. And we want our audiences to also be able to learn in real time with us. And so we wanted to honor the spirit of kind of taking people behind the scenes, being candid about what our journey has been like pre-launching the company. And we technically officially launched the company an hour ago at 2 a.m. PST. And we're also going to be having our launch episode. Actually, our launch episode did just go live on the Burnouts, bringing on our team and talking about how we were able to all do this together.
And you capture, just to be clear on the sort of economics of how this works, you're capturing an affiliate fee from each company. And would you ever direct people to a place where there is no fee?
We do.
100%.
We primarily focus on making sure anyone who's shopping on Phia gets the best price, the best deal, regardless of whether or not we're affiliated on an affiliate basis with that partner.
By the way, that was a question I was going to ask about just the concept of not scraping. I guess that's what they would call it, right? There's going to be some places I imagine you have relationships with where there's an affiliate fee, and I imagine there may be others that you don't. How much of this is about managing all those relationships and trying to add more people into the system so that you do capture a fee?
Yeah,
so
I think
right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'll let you go.
Oh, I was going to say, well, we actually have a database now of over 250 million secondhand items. And so we do have an extensive partnership network. But to really honor the spirit of we want to make sure that anyone who shops on Phia always gets the best price and the best deal, we have also employed scraping technology and really resourcing our product with all the available sites to the best extent that we can. And we really think that people will be thrilled to see the product diversity that is available on Phia. And we're really excited to just continue to expand that that offering, starting with fashion.
I like the portmanteau. I do like the name, but I don't know, Sophia, I think you could say it's you. It's just from Sophia. And that the PH
Phoebe
isn't even
came
from...
up with the name, I swear.
I don't know.
My name's
Is it
Phoebe. Your name's
50-50?
Sophia. Yeah.
Okay.
It was really
My
important for
name
us
was
that it
Renaissance.
felt...
I came up with the name Renaissance, and Phoebe was like, that is a mouthful. I was like, you're right.
Fia's good.
We liked the idea of
we
Phia
want to thank
also
both. Go ahead.
We wanted it to feel like a personal shopper. I think really the long-term vision for the company is starting really as this super helpful tool within your journey to, boom, as you're shopping within one click to get the best price, to know if that purchase is something worth making or if you should go somewhere else to find it cheaper, to find out if it should hold value. But this idea of this long-term expansive vision for the company of it really needs to be your shopping assistant. So for us, when we're thinking of a name, we really wanted it to be something that would feel like your personal companion. And that's why having it be a name like Phia or something with 4 letters was super important to us.